Hi, and welcome to our 37th episode. And my name is Sufyan Usaid, and I'm in conversation with the Dean and Director of Six Cricket Academy, Mr. Karthik Jeshwanth. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sufi, and wishing all our viewers and the aspiring cricketers a very happy 2025.
Sir, in this episode, we have few topics. One is stress among players. The second is analyze your performance. But to begin with, the question from our YouTube channel through a viewer is how do you analyze your own performance during failures and identify areas for improvement?
It's a very good question, and I'm happy that one of the viewers from public has posed a question like this. It's in fact, it is not about analyzing your performance when you're failing. It's actually analyzing your performance throughout, analyzing your performance even in practice. Did everything go well? And especially the good players do it. The good players analyze their performance, especially when they're doing well, and what caused their performance to get better. So when you note down points as an aspiring young cricketer, if you can write down these things, because we cannot have that the memory for so long, so we can probably, if you write it down, then when you're not doing well, you probably can revisit those areas which made you to do well. So then that can probably give you the answer. But it's not as easy as spoken, because if you see one of the current, probably all-time batsmen of India, Virat Kohli, he's struggling in Australia with just that one ball which is just pitched outside the off stump, and he's chasing, and the fourth test match is getting out in very similar ways. But it's not that he's not aware of it. He is aware of it. He is trying to get better at it. He is doing he's getting help from all the best of the brains. He himself is a very good batting brain, and still not able to overcome. But the challenge here is about trying to get better. You will certainly do well, and I'll take this opportunity to wish Virat Kohli a very happy final test and one more innings to go.
Thank you, sir. So I've been interacting with a lot of parents from the age group of 14 to 19. Whenever they speak about stress among children, I've come to a conclusion that children at the age of 14 to 19 self-diagnose themselves with stress, anxiety, depression at an early age. According to you, what do you feel?
This is quite a common thing which is happening, but I'm okay. See, sport brings this stress, staleness, burnout. That's all fine, but it should not lead to depression and coming in the way of your doing other things properly in life. So I think the first challenge where this all erupts from is about every kid you see now. If you play for the right reasons, like what sport brings, versus playing for performance, playing for representation, playing for selections, I see this is the route which most kids are taking, and I don't know what is the role of the parents here. The parents, I think, are playing a hand in this. Instead, the parents should be telling them to look at it as a sport, develop your skills in that particular sport. The performance will follow. With the performance, the selections will follow. That is the right route to take versus the top down, from selections and representation, then coming to performance. So I think this adds to stress. So this is not the right way to start. I would request everyone, especially the young players, who need to just start enjoying the game. When you enjoy the game, all these things are it will follow. So that is the right way, and then you'll not be stressed, because you're not chasing anything. Once you start chasing something, then your expectations get high. That can lead to drop in confidence. Drop in confidence can lead to drop in performance. Drop in performance will lead to burnout, staleness, stress, depression. So this is the path which I think the parents have a very large role to play here, to allow the children to play cricket the way a sport should be played. Not about trying to make a career at the age of 12, 13, 14. Because when we all join school, we don't know which direction our life takes. Here, you just pick a sport or pick any art, and you say that you're going to be the best at that. There's nothing wrong. Aspire to be the best. But can you be the best? How many best have how many people, how many successful people have produced, Indian cricket has produced. So keeping all this statistics in mind, you got to give a balanced, diversified outlook or career path for your small for a young child, whether it's a boy or a girl. Keep it balanced, let it go, let it take shape, and then you'll realize that there is a time where, yes, my son or daughter is ready to take up the sport, to take up the bigger challenges, and that is where till that time you got to handhold these kids.
So recently, CSE completed 7 years, and the founder, Mr. Vivek, emphasized on children playing multiple sports. It also helps your stress levels to come down. What do you think?
Yeah, there are two ways. See, in any sport, it is the mental side and the physical side. So when there's no expectations, you tend to perform better, or you tend to grasp the skill of learning a particular art in a much faster and easier way. Currently, what is happening is everybody wants to get at it, and then one more before coming to that, one more, the physical aspect of it is each sport uses a different set of muscles. Okay, a particular bowling activity or a batting activity, it requires a workload on a particular set of muscles. A different sport like swimming or shuttle or tennis, where the load is on another set of muscles. So physically you're developing all over, all around. So that will certainly help you to get better. So I'm also a big fan of people playing multiple sport for two reasons. The second sport does not bring you any kind of pressure, and also helps you physically.
Third topic is, for players at senior level, what role can parents help giving their best? Should be a roadmap for it.
There's no roadmap as such. It is about creating an environment for your child who is slowly becoming a man or a woman. So you got to understand that, you got to respect that. Respect is the word which I'm going to stress on this here, because it is that respecting that individual as a man or a woman versus a child who you taught him or her to tie the shoelaces or brush his teeth. So if you cannot have the same thing. Once you start respecting them as adults, then they take their own decisions. Once they take their own decisions, they are responsible for their success or failures. So this game is all about resilience, Sophie. How quickly can you get up? Now, most of the time, the parents handhold the children by taking decisions. Go to this academy, go to that coach, go to this school, take up batting, take up bowling, take up keeping. All these things are fed by the parents. But a little later, the adult at home, when he comes back home, he is dealing with a very competitive world, which is basically, people are hoping that you fail. And then whether it's success or failure, when he comes back home, if you're not going to set up an environment which is harmonious to the entire family, he is going to live through the stress even while sleeping.
And also he'll be rebellious.
He will get rebellious with all these things. So this is where the parent need to be aware of, and understand the fact that your son or daughter is in a very competitive environment, and you at best, you cannot go and go onto the ground and perform for him or her. You, from outside, what you can do is keep him happy. So just convey a message that, boss, you succeed or you don't succeed, we are your same parents, we are with you. So if you can convey the message indirectly with your actions, if it's a fake, if it's a put up, if it is cosmetic, these kids currently are aware of it, they'll know over it. If it genuinely comes from your heart, where as a parent, I just look for your welfare, I am with you with all the decisions what you take, I will back you till the last. At the same time, okay, I'm aware, because I also do not want no child should falter because of wrong decision making. So at that stage, maybe you can have a word with the child, and who's becoming an adult now, and then collectively you can take a call, so that the mutual respect
Grows among themselves.
Yes, amongst the parent and the player. So that will take him or her to do his or her best. This is what I think about how do we deal with from a child to an adult, from adolescent to an adult, when the athlete is in transition. I think this should be the role of the parents.
Thank you, sir. And also, this message is for all the players from different sports. It's just not only cricketers, we are reaching out to as many athletes as possible. Thank you so much and Happy New Year from the Six Academy.